So we've learned that Wilbur Soot can talk knowledgeably about just about anything, but how is he going to talk to JSchlatt about Hot Pockets for 15 minutes straight when it's not even his stream? And, well, Chad over there has told me over on my Twitch that it gets seductive. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, and Chat and I have been having a lot of fun. Chat's been recommending some videos that I need to check out, and they were first to let me know about Wilbur Soot eating sand for 14 minutes, and that was a beautiful disaster. So I want to go through the whole series. I enjoy the Hot Pockets, so that's where we're going today. If you want to be a part of chat, make sure to stop by my Twitch, twitch.tv/YoBGS. Let's get into it. All right, friends, really quick before we get started, before we indulge in the Hot Pockets, I wanted to let you know that the momentum on the channel has been unreal lately, and you can help that keep going. If you check and make sure you're subscribed, I appreciate it more than you know, and tell a friend, because I think we're doing stuff a little bit different from some reaction channels out there. Now, how long could you and your best friend talk about Hot Pockets? We'll find out what Wilbur and JSchlatt can do. Let's get into it.
Can you hear me?
This is on, okay, so I already noticed this is on Just a Minx's stream. I don't know much about Minx, except I think Minx and Connor had a wedding. Someone was telling me about that. It was like a Minecraft wedding, and it was apparently pretty funny. Maybe I should check that out at a later date. Let me know in the comments down below if I should check out any of the Minecraft weddings.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, JSchlatt.
Hey, Mix, who are you in the call with right now? Who's here in the call?
Just some friends of mine.
Just some friends of yours. Okay.
Yeah. And their names are Nikki and Wilbur. Have you ever met them before?
I think I might have heard of them.
Oh.
Why does JSchlatt perpetually sound like JSchlatt is trying to live out what Johnny Depp's character was in Pirates of the Caribbean? That's what it seems like, although he's kind of like an upstanding businessman type. So it's interesting to see an upstanding businessman who's also kind of like drunk and bumbling around.
I actually have.
Nice.
Maybe once, you know.
So, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Such an awkward conversation.
Nice to meet you, Wilbur Soot.
I think I've seen you around on Twitter. You're quite a big name on the Twitter scene, aren't you?
They have to be memeing. They've met before, right?
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
Nothing too big.
Just not that it matters or anything, but did you invite Schlatt just to flirt with him, Wilbur? Just asking. Just asking.
That's such an old meme now, Mings. Please get off it, right?
Getting called out for old memes is kind of rough.
Did you? Well, actually, it is one of those. I've never actually had one.
It's like bread, but there's like meat and cheese in the middle.
That sounds like
and you put it in the microwave, and then you.
It's pretty heavenly. It's a calzone with fewer steps.
So is it like just if you took a pizza and like folded it over?
Yeah, kinda, but it's like completely encased in the bread.
Oh, I see. Is it like Italian or?
Oh no, it's
all right.
Why are you fucking talking like that? Why are you fucking making?
Thank you. Minx said exactly what I was thinking. Like, why is this? I know they're memeing, but like, you get hypnotized, you get drawn in. It really is ASMR. This whole thing of like, you know, it's like you could put this scene in a romance movie. That scene where like, you know the scene I'm talking about. It's in every romance movie where like the guy is kind of the guy's kind of coming on to the girl and she's being a little bit coy about it, but then like they have like that is this conversation, except it's about Hot Pockets instead of where the nuclear codes are in a spy movie.
This is Lord and Raspberry as you're talking about fucking Hot Pocket.
I mean, savory treat.
What's the kind of what sort of pricing? What sort of pricing are we looking at for Hot Pockets?
Oh, I mean, it's just a couple dollars. You just pull it out of the freezer aisle.
At the same tone.
Really? Well, the freezer. Oh, so you have to defrost them, or do you just pop them in there? Do you defrost them, or do you just pop them straight in the
microwave when you put it in for like 2 minutes, and then you've got a delicious salty treat.
Yeah. Oh, salty.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing. This is so awesome, and I agree. I concur. Hot Pockets are a great time. Honestly, the one complaint about Hot Pockets, I think I would have to say, is that when it comes to Hot Pockets, they sometimes you can boil the inside but still freeze the outside. So then you're sawing into the Hot Pocket essentially, but what comes out is boiling hot magma that like burns your tongue. And so that part, I don't know, sometimes Hot Pocket, it's like toaster strudel is the same way. It can be decidedly unpog if you don't cook it right. Although, if you got a microwave oven or a toaster oven, you're pretty well set.
Yeah, well, you get the one with the pretzel bread, then yeah, you've got some salt around the side, and you can.
I'm about it.
Okay. So,
just like put it in your mouth and taste the salt.
Yeah.
I feel ill.
And
we don't have those in the UK. We don't have
there's
salt.
some cheese and some
Nikki.
meat in there.
You're not gonna help me with these two.
I don't know.
What would you do, right? If you were in a relationship, what do you do if so imagine you're in a relationship with somebody and you come home from work or you come home from school and your significant other sitting on the couch, and they've got their phone and they're just like this and you overhear them, right? Like you're getting done after work and you just hear them and you're like, yeah, and then it's a salty snack you're saying. It's a nice delicious salty treat. And like you are getting shoes thrown at you. You are getting everything thrown at you. Like if your significant other's strong enough, they're picking up cinder blocks from inside the house because like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Why are you cheating on me? And then you have to be like, oh no, it's my friend. We just, it's like Hot Pockets. Ease up. Why do you honestly? This should be a TikTok thing. I don't know how we make things on TikTok these days, but this should be one of those play this sound in front of your significant other and record their reaction because I guarantee you people are going to get mad.
Is there like different flavors of them?
You
just
get
have a conversation
there's
over
many
them.
different flavors, but I like the pretzel one the most.
Pretzels.
Definitely.
Pretzel is
that's
pog.
the one you just telling me about. Yeah.
The pretzel bread, yeah.
Right.
So you just eat that, and you got a good like 15, 16 bites before you're at the end.
I also don't like how actually I love this. I love how the closed captioning on this video is similar to the settings that you would see on an old school VCR. I know 3/4 of my chat doesn't know what a VCR is, but on old school televisions, there was a way we used to watch movies, and it's that weird block font with like the thick stroked outline. I know now I'm sounding like JSchlatt and Wilbur, but that's what this font reminds me of.
Oh, right.
It's very aesthetic here.
You guys know that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub?
You get two in the
Yeah, it's
box,
like a
so if
free,
you're
it's like
feeling
free money every month.
particularly hungry.
That's
you
subliminal
can
Twitch
pop both
Prime
in the
messaging.
microwave, but
Stop!
you
It's
can
getting worse. I didn't know it would get worse, but it's getting worse. The tone is getting worse.
Do you ever get the issue? Where like if you like put two of them in the microwave and the microwave table starts to turn, they get like caught on the edges of the microwave because you've.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do get caught sometimes, but the biggest problem if you're putting two in at the same time is that that it won't cook them through. So you'll have a cold center.
No. You get the magma center and the cold outside. That is the problem. This is kind of weird. I apologize if I just realized some of you live in my Twitch chat, if you're hanging out here, some of you may be at home on your computers and your parents might be here, or your significant others might be overhearing this set of situations. And if your significant others are overhearing parents and significant others, I just want to let you know, take it from YoBGS, that what your child or significant other is listening to is exactly what you think it is, and you should probably have a stern conversation with them as soon as this video is over. Or maybe you can actually just watch the video as well, because it's a pretty pog video.
Why?
When you're talking about Hot Pockets, you really want to avoid that.
How are you still talking
ruining
about
the
Hot
name.
Pockets? You haven't even
Well,
changed
we could-
food.
Usually what I would do
Stop!
is I'd put the first one in,
I
and
don't.
then I'd eat it, and then when I'm
She's just yelling in the background.
85% complete with the first Hot Pocket, I'd pop the second one in, and I'd
Oh,
cook
so
that
it's
for
like-
another
oh,
2
so you got
minutes,
like a-
because if you put them both in at the same time, they're gonna get.
The tone's getting worse. It's lower. It's dead ass lower. I had to listen for a good 3 seconds.
First one, the second one's gonna be cold, and then it's just not
okay.
worth eating. You're gonna.
I mean, think about this. This could have, imagine if this was an infomercial for Hot Pockets, right? You wake up at 3 a.m, TV's got that grainy quality to it. You know, normally you're used to hearing Billy Mays or the ShamWow guy, and instead what you hear is just two men having a genteel conversation about the nature of Hot Pockets. And it's playing under I would think that's like some super creepypasta level stuff.
Put it in the microwave for a second.
You've got a battle plan. You've got a battle plan for this. I actually really appreciate that in culinary expertise.
I put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
Hot Pockets, culinary expertise. Pick one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show, and it's not being ignored. So how'd you meet Minx then?
Anyway.
Over Hot
Let's talk
Pockets.
about Hot Pockets for a bit more. My least favorite flavor has got to be the ham and cheese one.
Oh, that does sound awful, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem.
It probably
have
doesn't
is
cook
that the
evenly.
Ham is just not very tasty.
Oh, the ham's a
The
problem.
cheese.
Low
cheese,
quality
yeah,
ham.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bread is kind of porous, and once you
Right,
put it in
yeah,
the
I
microwave
agree.
for a while, the cheese starts to seep out, and so
Mhm.
once you pull it out of the microwave, you're left with just
Let me know, friends. Have Wilbur and JSchlatt ever had a normal conversation? That's all. Is there footage online that exists of Wilbur Soot and JSchlatt having a normal conversation? Just talking about the weather, but not like this, but like just, talking about the weather, making plans for content, you figuring out an idea, just dudes being dudes, bros being bros, watching Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. I don't know. But chat is telling me unanimously no, that JSchlatt and Wilbur Soot have never had a normal conversation in the entirety of their friendship.
cheesy mess. It's just soppy, disgusting.
Oh, it's
really
like,
not the best.
yeah, I get it. You could probably, because also you've cooked it from frozen, so haven't given it.
Yeah, of course. And I've said this. I mean,
The
I'll say
lore,
this again and again,
the
time and
plot,
time again.
the strategy of this video. Oh my God, we're a third of the way through. I thought this was almost done. That's why I started talking. I was like, oh, I haven't talked a lot in this video. We are 5 minutes in, my friends. But the lore of this video seems to be that Wilbur Soot is the reluctant one, and JSchlatt is the experienced one, and that is how they're sort of. They only ever role play. They only ever role play.
The best one is the pretzel bread Hot Pocket.
Right. I'm getting the whole like Hawaiian vibe when you say the ham and cheese, right? I'm gonna say
Yeah.
a bit of a dreadful question because I can't seem to imagine this, but would it be possible to have a pineapple-based hot pocket?
Oh,
Maybe?
I wouldn't be interested if there was, so I couldn't really tell you. I mean,
Fair
the ones
enough,
we
fair
have at the Publix near me are
Ooh, fancy man shops at Publix. Next, he's gonna tell me he's going to a Piggly Wiggly.
It's either it's one or the other. It's hot or it's cold, and so I take the one that I enjoy the most. So.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, yeah, especially during a quarantine like this, you gotta take what you can get. You know.
Yeah, you really do. And I mean, the store says, all the employees go up to me and they're like, "Schlatt, I mean,
Stop! Why am I?
Snap back to reality. Thank you, Minx. You brought me out of my funk as well. And also, Darth Matt, thank you. I see you. I'm actually, I'm gonna stop down now because I've already broken the thing. But thank you so much, Darth Matt. I hope you enjoy these videos. Yeah, we've got some interesting vibes here. That is absolutely for sure. And yeah, everybody who has followed, hosted, all of that good stuff, I am going to make sure to shout you out after this. I do it at the end so that it's not a big, I don't have a whole lot of cutting stuff up in the middle to do here. So now I got to figure out how to edit this back into the video, which is not a problem. But one, this feels like a lot of hypnosis, and two, I felt compelled to speak on the pineapple Hot Pocket. I feel like the issue with the pineapple Hot Pocket is the sugar content in a pineapple combined with the juice of the pineapple means that it would heat unevenly relative to the rest of the materials in the Hot Pocket, and then you'd end up with pockets of Hot Pocket and pockets of Cold Pocket, and that's the worst of both worlds, quite honestly.
Stop for a minute.
Go
Cut
ahead.
me off. I don't like this. Stop with the Hot Pocket.
They go up to me while I'm in the freezer aisle and they say, "Schlatt, it's limit 2 per Hot Pocket box."
Uh-oh. We're about to see Karen Schlatt come out.
In the eyes, and I say, "Hey, listen, buddy, you make $9 an hour. If you come in, stop me to make from getting these hot pockets. I'm just gonna breathe on you."
Well, I mean, that would send anyone away. I expect.
I believe it.
Send anybody away. You know, no one who makes that little amount of money is gonna talk to me like he's above me.
I mean, who wants the breath that's stored in those mutton chops for all these years?
And so I just take as many hot pockets as I like, and I pay for it with my business MasterCard, and I walk away, pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then I'm left with a salty outside and savory inside.
And here's the thing, and then after you've eaten them as a power play, you go straight back. You go straight back to the Publix, and you go straight back, and you grab another more than 2. You grab another 4 or 5.
They restocked it.
Because they restocked it. I was just about to say, I'm sorry, because I realize if you're a headphone user, this may be a little bit all over the place with the volume. I'll try and fix it. But why would he not just go out to his car, put it back in his car, and then go back into the store? And that's when I realized, chat's telling me that I'm a third wheel here. I mean, these things do happen. It's all right. I'll know eventually. As long as it's not too inappropriate. We'll figure it out when we get there. But, yeah, you have to leave for a little bit. There's basically a respawn period on the Hot Pockets. And as long as you wait out the respawn period, when you go back, you can then clear out the shelf.
And it's at this point.
Schlatt doesn't believe in karma.
Get a little antsy, and their tone shifts. But I stick to my guns, and I say, "Listen, buddy, I'm going to breathe on you if you come any closer to me."
It's amazing he didn't end up on a security cam
Do they turn?
video.
Do they not? Do they want a part of that? Are they trying to? Do they push you on that?
No, they're not trying to get my breath on them. I mean, what if I have Rona? You know, I mean, it's too big of a chance. I mean, what if they're not able to come in for their $9 an hour work? I mean, it would be pure chaos.
It really would be.
Yeah.
Actually, in all seriousness, if the people that are working the supermarkets had all just stopped working at the beginning of the pandemic, it would have been a nightmare. And I know some people who work at like Walmart and different stores, and they said that it was a night, like people were being awful to them. So while we meme and while we have a good time, I gotta say, I do appreciate all of the people who were busting their butt during all that. Because I don't know that I would have gone in. Not if I had to be around people who could potentially be sick every day. No, thank you.
Over a hot pocket, it's not worth it. You know, maybe it's worth to get breathed on for $9 an hour if you're like saving someone's life or something. But over a hot pocket,
Exactly. You got the cardboard box that the hot pockets come.
Are they coming in a box? That's a new development. I really wasn't expecting.
Tell me about the box. Don't leave anything out.
Individually wrapped.
Individually wrap each one. See, now I can imagine that increases waste, but it really increases preservation quality.
It really increases the preservation quality of the product. I couldn't have said it better myself, Wilbur. I mean, you take one of these out, it comes with a nice cardboard.
Did you guys know that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub? What?
It's not helping. The Amazon Prime alert is not derailing them. They've already sunk their tentacles into the box of hot. Don't draw fan art of that. That's just obnoxious. But you can't. I mean, the best thing Minx could do right now to fix this conversation is end stream. But you kind of don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's like a free. It's like free
thank you, Texo, for that Prime right there.
Like the branding. That's really smart marketing technique because then other companies will want to use that phrase.
And I mean, I'm sure they can because Hot Pockets probably trademarked it to a certain extent.
Oh, you'd have to think so.
No one else can call it a crisping sleeve.
No, I know, but like
they probably patented the crisping sleeve.
The phrase "crisping sleeve" is going to be used colloquially to speak to about any catalyst, any sort of like cooking catalyst. So people are going to start using that.
What is the music?
People are going to start.
What is the music?
And then companies are going to start having to either change the title or use it as well and pay the licensing fee. So really, it's a win-win for Mr. Hot.
The second most profitable business side of the Hot Pockets business franchise is the licensing of the term.
How has your voice gotten lower, Schlatt?
I mean, they're whispering at this point.
I find that incredible. Like,
it's absolutely incredible.
She's so uncomfortable. Like, I wish the camera would have been stuck on her, honestly, because just watching is it ending? No, it's not. And that whole back and forth would have been like golden.
Did you guys know that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub? What? Yeah, it's like a free. It's like free money every month.
Love you, Minx.
This is so circular at this point.
Usually they charge you. They charge you for plastic bags. They don't charge me.
No.
Just gonna
but
breathe.
if you don't give me that bed
God,
for free, I'm gonna
we
start
get it,
breathing.
Schlatt. We get it.
have,
We're there with
do you.
you.
Have self-service checkouts in the United States.
We do.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah,
But,
do you
know,
have
I
to do
like
that?
to assert my dominance, so I go
Yeah,
back and
no,
do
you
it.
know.
But
I think preferably the way to really assert your dominance. You may even want to double back it. I don't know if you're one for double.
Oh my God! Now they're talking about it's all they're just speaking in euphemisms.
Wilbur, there's something so much more potent about asserting your dominance in front of a real person, rather
it's the
than
rush.
doing it in front of
What?
The rush that you might get caught.
Yeah, Nikki's completely hypnotized too.
That's what gets my rocks.
I don't like the word potent.
Ah!
When you get the hot pockets home, give
I
me
never
a
really
play.
watched
Give me the play-by-play.
I put it in the freezer, and then typically I'm feeling rather hungry as I get home from the Publix.
You should watch
But
it.
listen, buddy, a lot
How?
of people complain about the temperature of the hot.
How the fuck are you two still talking about Hot Pockets? I hear the fucking word come into it again.
No,
You can always take the headphones off.
Yeah, no, I get you. So
How long
sometimes
has
you
it
just skip
been?
the sitting period and you just go straight into chowing down on that boiling hot pocket.
Yeah, well, I'm not really in the business of burning my mouth because it's just, how am I going to enjoy the rest of the
I'm also being told that if you are watching this video for the actual video, you may want to go back and rewatch this video for what's going on in chat. I've caught a little bit of it out of the corner of my eye. I'm hoping there's nothing I need to censor, but well, let's just say that JSchlatt and Wilbur apparently bring people closer together. The sauce, no, not the sauce.
And a couple bites in, I am now at the point where I can.
I mean, she's completely lost control of her stream at this point.
To the crisping sleeve, there's a longer version and a shorter version. So you tear the first part off of the crisping sleeve, and now you're left with a slightly smaller, stouter crisping sleeve that exposes more.
Boy, they love their crisping sleeve. I hope I have ASMR tagged on this channel.
Peeling back a banana almost.
Ew, you don't even sound like yourselves anymore.
Exactly. It's almost like disrobing the hot pocket, which is so potent. And so then you're left with more of the hot pocket to chow down on, and so that's what I'll usually do.
This is relying on the
Imagine being able to talk about like good things in your life.
Crisping sleeve never gets soggy.
Imagine being able to talk about good things in your life with such passion and detail. Like, I don't know that I could tell you about the greatest moment in my life with this level of detail. I would just be like, yeah, I went to the place, I did the thing, I came home. And not, but this is a daily occurrence for them.
You have the pretzel bread hot pocket. I never had that
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, okay, so with the cheese one.
What's great about it is that the crisping sleeve allows the hot pocket.
That is the look of someone who is just sick of all of their nonsense.
That means gravity. Wilbur, that means listen to me here.
Yeah.
That means gravity affects the meat.
Gravity
cheese inside
affects the
hot
meat and
pocket.
cheese.
It means the hot pocket gets more and more delicious as you move down the hot pocket.
How the fuck are you still talking about Hot Pockets?
Down the body?
I feel like I
What are they? They're not talking about Hot Pockets
Stop
anymore.
Stop interrupting them, FFS.
Stop text-to-speech. Get out of here with that. But this only goes on for, fortunately, another couple of minutes. I did not expect.
to donate me to give out to
I thought they were going to be fired up.
Fine, right.
They're not
And
even
then
stopping.
my satisfaction tends to decrease. And
How?
almost, I don't know what it is. It's
What
almost
are you
like boredom
doing?
And ennui starts
Do
to
you think they
increase
have
as
us
I get
muted?
through the meal. But what you're saying is by
And ennui? You're comparing Hot Pockets to ennui. Stop saying erecting. Stop. The CPM is going out the window here.
Of ecstasy at the bottom of the
So I call it some
Pool of ecstasy.
exponential
50 Shades of Hot Pocket.
as you go down the hot pocket. And I mean, let me tell you, Wilbur, the last two bites of this thing are absolutely orgasmic.
Ah, come
They
on.
really are. They really are. I mean, I wish I could share it with you, but you're all the way over there, and I'm all the way over here.
Mail it.
One
You
day.
know, it is what it is. One day. And of course. All right. I'll see you later, Wilbur. Goodbye. friend.
Bye-bye.
Thank God. It's over. Thank God.
I hate
We survived, chat.
so much. I cannot believe you talked about how I don't even know how many minutes passed.
I think it was like 20 minutes or something.
Nothing, Wilbur. You've got nothing after that. You're all out.
What was her chat like?
You know
She's
what?
just
Like about
defeated.
20 minutes ago, you were saying something. You couldn't remember something.
I don't. to that? How are you completely just back to that topic? A whole 20 in Europe.
Well, that was the conversation we were having. We had that brief. I quickly spoke to Schlatt about Hot Pockets, and when we're back on the subject, I am, yeah.
No.
She's livid.
I feel like I'm on
That is hilarious.
pity of shit. I'm gonna get a Hot Pocket, not today.
It worked.
Sometime this week.
It worked. Apparently, it worked.
To be on call as I taste the Hot Pocket.
That was so wild.
I mean, I don't know why you're talking about Hot Pockets so much. Can we move on?
Get trolled.
so much.
Get trolled so badly. That was amazing. Okay. I know the memes are there. The memes are real, but like, I just admire the artistry of being able to talk about something like that for so long and not get bored. At least not break and start laughing in the middle of it. You know, what about you, chat? Chat, are you alive? Can you give everybody, if you're in chat right now, can you give us the TLDR, the cliff notes of everything that just happened in my chat? Because apparently listening to Wilbur Soot and JSchlatt makes people fall in love. At least that's what I'm kind of understanding at this point, although I think maybe they fell out of love by the end of it. I don't know. I just heard that there's a whole thing that happened. So, you know, maybe if you want to court somebody that, you know, you think is awesome, maybe you need to have them listen to this. I don't know. What do I know about love? I know I love chat. Chat's awesome. I know if you want to be a part of this, you can come to my Twitch, twitch.tv/YoBGS, where I react to multiple videos live every stream.